Hello, hello, hello. Oh, happy day to you all. So I'm out here at my favorite park. It's called Fox Hills Park. Pretty much raised up at this park. Just love the greenery, love the scenery, the positive energy that I get when I'm here. Actually standing under one of my favorite trees too. It's a eucalyptus tree. Hopefully you can see it. Excuse the stick. I don't work with it often, but we're trying it this time. But anyway, here's the tree. Beautiful fragrance. A lot of times you might find that fragrance in a sauna. But I'm just here today showing up for life. Wanted to share a little bit about myself with you all, and hopefully you're having a good day as well. My name is Roxanne, and I'm from Los Angeles, which is where I am right now, in the View Park area. This is Fox Hills, where the park is. And I'm just really transforming in so many ways in life. And what I mean by that is as I allow myself to trust spirit and to be guided, there are different things that are happening in the way of the way I feel about myself. I'm learning to truly like and love myself. I mean, we're supposed to say that, yeah, I like myself, I love myself. But the loving may be there, but the liking of who I am is evolving more in a really cool way. Born and raised here, as I mentioned, went to junior high, high school, and college out here. After college, I did an interesting thing. As I'm a water person. I'm actually a water sign, and according to different dynamics, a triple water sign. So I became interested when I learned about the Merchant Marines and what that was about, which is basically, excuse me if I'm getting a little awkward, I'm still learning how to do this, which is basically working on ships that travel to different ports in the world. You make pretty decent money. And then after I graduated college with an English degree, I had no idea what I wanted to do with that. So I hopped on a ship after going to a school, a seafarer school, which was in Maryland. And next thing I knew, I was on this ship and I was traveling and working harder than I ever worked in my life. Many hours a day. I was working in the galley, food preparation, watched some pretty good chefs, and just learned how to do that, make sauces and stuff like that. I've always been an adventurous type person. I've always been the type of person that looked up and found myself to be the only one of one thing or another, whether it be a woman, whether it be African American, whether it be African American woman. So you can imagine out in the ships, kind of all the above failed. But I held my ground, and it was a great experience. I got a chance to travel the world. And in doing that, I cultivated a sense of enjoying reading, which I had done anyway from being in school. But I read a lot of books and writing as well. That's something that I'm very blessed with. And it just kind of set a tone for me to trust my intuition, to trust who I am as a person. And if not everyone else is doing it, or everyone of your so-called kind is doing it, I had to trust and know that that was okay. You can go right on by there. Thank you. This lovely gentleman here. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
That's the great part about this, and you're out in the areas here where other people are, you get a chance to say hi. But yeah, so I did that for a few years, and then got into sold different products and services. But throughout that time, there was like an unsettling that was taking place. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was normal and human. I tried different alternate substances to try and fix myself. Those did not work at all. I do not recommend it. And just came to the place and space of being grateful for the fact that I was raised as a minister's daughter. So that seed was planted, the seed of a higher power, of a God. I went to church. I had to go to church until I was almost like 17, 18 years old, which I did not like. But the good that came from it was that I developed a sense of knowing how critical it was to have a higher power and to rely on things unseen. I think there's a quote that goes, faith is the substance of, oh God, I wish I could remember it. I'm going to do this again. But bottom line is things that are unseen, and you have faith in that and you trust in that. So that's one reason why I'm showing up here today, is to share more about myself, to cultivate an interaction, a conversation with you all, going back and forth, and you know, just to be able to share and be transparent in some of my hopes and desires and fears that I have in life. And so I look forward to continuing this dialogue. Peace and blessings.